Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over the past week's developments in the world of monster taming. This week we've got some pretty big developments, but overall this should be a shorter episode than usual, just because it's a little more concentrated. We have the official release of Digimon Survive on all major platforms, the confirmation of Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher's release date, an update regarding crossplay for Temtem, and more. So as per the usual, make sure to sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. Hey guys, just quickly before we get into today's video, I did want to give a shout out to my Patreon and all my patrons who have been backing the channel. My Patreon has various perks depending on the level in which you choose. The lowest one being $1, where you get a special role that allows you to access a private Discord chat. We've got a tier that gives you some of my videos early. We've got one for shoutouts. We even have a tier that unlocks a private stream that we do over on Discord, where we do random stuff, whether it be playing Dark Souls or doing like a movie night or something like that. So if you do want to support the channel and get some extra perks along the way, definitely consider checking out my Patreon. I will leave it linked below. I'd appreciate it a lot. Anyways, back to the video. Alright, so first things first, yes, Digimon Survive is now out on all major platforms worldwide. I managed to secure myself a Japanese copy of the game via the Nintendo eShop a day early since time zone differences and such, and have already uploaded the first episode of our Let's Play, which will be linked below. And for those wondering how to get Guilmon, I've also put out a guide on how to do that as well, linked below, so expect a lot of Digimon Survive content right now. I'm honestly excited to finally play the game and refamiliarize myself with the Digimon world, and would love to have you guys join me on that quest. Another game that just released today, which I do have a Monster Tamer showcase coming out for, I just haven't had the chance to edit and put it out just yet, is Divine Heavenly Acres, a monster taming, adventuring, and farming / crafting game, which we have touched on in our Monster Tamer news segment in the past. I think for those who are monster taming enthusiasts, this might cause a bit of overlap because the devs decided to launch on the same day as Digimon Survive, but if you're someone who's just more into relaxed farming type games, I don't really see there being major overlap between the two, because other than monster taming, they are very different games. Me personally, I'm not super into games with farming and building and crafting and stuff like that, because I honestly don't have the attention span for it, but let me know down in the comments if you want me to maybe do a showcase episode or something like that, where I play the first bit of the game once my schedule frees up a little with the Digimon craziness aside. Anitons, a game you may remember with it being the monster taming game with an open world, real-time combat, farming, building, etc., that initially had a Kickstarter that unfortunately was not successful. Then the game kind of went into hiatus, but then was revived with a new dev team, has a new Kickstarter pre-launch page live and a demo for you to check out as well on Steam, which will be linked below. I have not had the chance to check out the demo just yet, but I do think that launching with a demo is definitely a better move than just launching without one. That said, I haven't really seen a whole lot of marketing behind Anitons as of late, and the biggest hurdle with any Kickstarter is getting enough eyes on it in the first place and being able to secure that funding. So I am hoping that this time it's different and they do really push with the advertising, because I think that was a major issue last time. For those that don't already know, the Loomian Legacy Sweet Retreat event is now live, which has some exclusive event Loomian and items for you to pick up. We have actually streamed this update twice now, which was a ton of fun, and I'll leave those linked below. I also put out a guide on how to get the new legendary Loomian. Again, you can check it out should you need it. We've got the official release date for Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher via a short trailer, which I will play here for you guys. Alright, so next up we're going to head into the rapid fire segment of today's video for the updates that don't require lengthy explanations. First things first, we got confirmation that Temtem on Xbox will have crossplay on launch, which means all platforms are now fully cross-compatible. The Kindred Fates Alpha recently had an update that reintroduces a lock-on mechanic and improves controller support. Here we get to see an updated timeline for Untamed Isles, which showcases the beta coming out in September and the early access launch in October, which I do think is a good time for early access since Temtem's coming out in September. Here we get a new Gremlin for Gremlin's Tale, a new Sentius for Sky Climbers, a look at the Solar Eclipse in Zokai, a new monster for Fog World, a short clip showcasing a farm area in Disc Creatures World, and finally, last but not least, a very cute clip for Moonstone Island. And there you have it, guys. Another solid week in the genre. Lots of Digimon stuff coming. That's all you need to know. And if you do want to stay up to date on all things monster taming, definitely consider subscribing to the channel because I put out new monster taming videos every single day. You can check out my Twitter, my Discord, and my Patreon linked below. Special thanks to the patrons, especially Jim Hamilton, Steel Case, Dark Persona, and Dro Ghost, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.